Hey guys, what's going on? Darrell Addison at Torpedopot.com. Darrell Addison at Torpedopot.com. And these are our mandevillas. And I don't need to tell you, they're absolutely stunning. The growth that we're seeing off these plants are like nothing we've ever seen before. I purchased these plants about 5 months ago. I put it in when my seller first got them on their on the inventory. I put them in here. They went through the frost. I'm like, oh my goodness, they're going to kill these plants. They went through the cold, and now these things are absolutely stunning. They just constantly produce. I have to don't do anything. You know, like you have the geraniums and you have some of the other plants that you have to come back and pick the dead off and stuff like this. Not with the mandevillas. They are really good plants. And then the Torpedopot, the only thing I've done with this plant is that I fertilized it maybe about 4 or 5 times for this particular plant right here over a 4 to 5 month period of time. I don't really do anything. And it's stunning. It has more flowers than you could ever imagine. And if I ever wanted flowers, all I have to do is pull it off, bring it inside, put it into a little container, and have it around my house. Why? Because it's constantly producing flowers. Likewise, the sister behind it. They get the direct sunlight, and they weren't big when we first got them. But as you can see, that they're extending out, and they're doing extremely well. Extremely well. If there were a tree here or something where they can lattice they can catch onto, they would catch onto it. These are Torpedopots. These are self-growing flower pots. They grow my food with no human intervention. They've been growing these plants, these mandevillas, for over 5 months without me having to do anything at all. Only thing I do to these plants is I come outside and I enjoy the beautiful arrangement, the natural arrangement that it produces for me. And it's like nothing else in the world. I'm going to take this off, let you get a little bit closer. You can see them in action. But I'm going to tell you something. I've never seen anything so beautiful with not having to do anything at all before in my life. Again, these are Torpedopots. They're designed to grow your plants for you with no human interaction. So a lot of the containers that you're growing your plants in right now, they're not designed for growing plants. They're designed to be economical for you so that you can buy them cheaply and that you can just use them as to house your plant in. But a lot of those containers contain heavy metals. Sometimes the plastics erode into the plant environment. They build up bacteria and all types of fungus on the plant themselves because everything goes through decay, right? And the water flow through is horrible. The root system structure is bad. All of these things, having the light, or some are allowed anaerobic bacteria to build up because they hold water for a period of time. Those allow water to pass through for a period of time, so they cause the plant collapse. The Torpedopot is the only scientific solution that has been designed to grow your plants. All I do is put my plants in here, put my seeds in, or put my plants in, I set it and I forget it. The planter's job is to take everything that we just talked about into consideration when developing and growing your plants. You don't have to do that work anymore. When my friends tell me we grow the same plants you're looking at now that are growing these beautiful mandevillas, tomatoes, onions, you can grow collard greens, cabbage, cucumbers, zucchini, eggplants. These are the same planters that does everything. When you buy a Torpedopot, you're buying a one-stop solution to take care of all of your garden needs. You don't have to have a starter kit to start your plants. Torpedopot will germinate your seeds for you. You don't have to put a second where you are setting aside, where you are creating a lot of underground water systems to feed your pot. The Torpedopot, with the system we have up, you can hook up as much as 300 planters if you wanted to. You can even do more than that. Torpedopot allows you to have unlimited abilities that you've never had before. The efficiency, the water efficiency is like tremendous because you control the environment and you control the water that you're giving to the plant. A lot of people tell us, they say, Mr. Anderson, I've got enough water because water grows my plants. And I want you to really think about that. Torpedopot is a self-growing planter. It provides water. It's self-watering. You will never have to water your plants ever again. But one thing I want to show you, water does not grow plants. Water does not grow plants. So the reason why I'm saying it is I want you to understand that water kicks off the micro environment. It kicks off a whole biotic living environment where there is a number of things that are being used to grow your plants. And the greater and more habitable that environment it is for those bacteria and the fungus and the living organisms to do their job, the more they'll be able to do the job more effectively. And that's what Torpedopot does. It creates a sustainable environment inside of a planter. So your plant can now pick and choose what it wants to do or what it wants to harvest and what it wants to be around in order to survive. And that's what Torpedopot does. It's the world's first self-growing planter. So let's take a step off and take a look at this because, you know, every time I come out and take a look at it, it's always 100%. Darrals Torpedopot.com. Let's take a walk over and take a look at it. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can turn this around for you guys so you can see. So you're going to have to bear with me. Oh, looks like I'm not. I'm going to have to do it this way. Is that okay? Yeah, that's good, right? Okay, so this is what I want to show you. All of the life and everything that's on that plant. Isn't that beautiful? I have it watering right now. And it is beautiful. It is absolutely stunning, guys. And this sister is no different either. She is just as beautiful. Imagine looking at something like that all day long. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Isn't that gorgeous? All day long, you having something like that to take a look at and to enjoy. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, that is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. Man. So let me take and put this back so we can now look at them a little bit more closely. Forgive me for all of that. My wife gave me a camera that follows me around. I have yet to learn to use it, but eventually I will. Again, Darrals and Torpedopot.com. These are self-growing planters that grow your plants for you with no human intervention. I want you to stop going to the nursery, buying plants, keeping them for 30 days, and killing it. I want that to be completely erased. I tell my clients, and I cannot make a claim, but if you grow your plants correctly in a torpedo pot, it's almost impossible for them to die. Some plants die naturally. Sometimes they don't germinate because the germination rate is bad. The torpedo pot will uncover all of that for you because it's a growing system that definitely will grow your plant if your plant has the ability to be grown inside of it. And it's a tool for you to expand your garden. Again, don't let these plants fool you. Even though we're growing mandevillas in here, and that same planter you see right there, we've grown 35 8 plants in the same exact planter. In that planter, 35 8 plants. In that planter, 80 pea pods. In that planter, 75 tomatoes. Okay, so we have the ability to do whatever we want to do at Torpedopot. We can grow any and everything. Don't let anybody hit you differently. Torpedopot will grow your food, it will grow your plants. This is the future. This is the wave where you don't have to go and do all of that work anymore. See how I'm coming home right now? In my beautiful backyard. I don't have to pick up a heavy hose to watering 100 planters all over my house. I don't have to water ever again in my life. I never water my plants. I don't have to because the system is set up for them to water themselves. Darrals and Torpedopot.com, where we make self-growing planters. Get on the wave. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.